It's kind of quite peaceful here. We still got some cleaning up to do. The only, well, there's a couple few negatives about this place, but uh, being right off the highway is not that big of a deal for me, but it is for her. And then being right close to the neighbor's kind of a big deal, but once we figure out exactly where the property line is, I'm going to start growing cedar trees. And then that way it'll be like a privacy fence. We'll leave a gap because we're friends with the neighbors. And we give them wood. As you can see over there, he's got a stack of wood that I cut up from a tree I cut down. But anyway, and then we're burning off the scraps. The place needs a bit of work. They half-assed did a lot of things, and the place is in disarray, but it's still decent. It's still livable. It's still nice.
You talking to me? Don't record me. I'm running away now.
Carl likes it. Everybody overall seems to be pretty happy here. And like I said, it needs some work, but it's got a lot of potential. Talking to you.
No, I can barely hear you though.
Because I'm not talking to you.
Who are you talking to?
Talking to you.
Who are you talking to?
The video.
Oh, making a video of what? The cars?
Of Carl. And Clarice.
Look how big his fucking balls are.
I don't want to look at his balls.
Why not?
Because I'm not interested in his balls. See, Clarice don't like you because you chase her all the time.
No, I think Clarice likes him because she chases him all the time.
Ah, no licking. Go away.
Hey, Bear. Good Bear.
Vinny's wearing a Harley shot collar. Harley is a new addition to the property.
Harley's our new dog.
Our new temporary, full-time, maybe permanent dog. Harley was my nephew-in-law's, and they left him.
Carl's girlfriend.
And they left him with my brother. And my brother's supposed to be dog sitting her, but
Dude, that water's hot.
I don't know, they pretty much kind of abandoned her. So she's pretty much my brother's dog. But now that my brother's got a new girlfriend and she's got a dog, my brother brought Harley over at Laura's request so that Carl would have somebody to play with. And now we're pretty much dog sitting Harley, so she's probably gonna end up staying here. We don't know. So Laura went and got her a shot collar as well. Vinny's wearing it for now. And we're gonna go get Vinny a shot collar. These are cool, the GPS shot collars. So we set the perimeter we want them to be allowed to go. And then it's like an invisible fence, but it's GPS. The only bad thing about those GPS shot collars is you got to charge them every day. So you really want to buy 2 of them, and then that way you can, especially if you have a outside livestock dog, then that way you can have one charging while they're wearing the other one. these are $1,000 collars, but there might be just as good of ones for like 500. Um, in fact, we paid 500 for the second one because we bought it secondhand. So we're on the lookout for another shot collar for Vinny. And then Vinny can come out in the spring and fall and just chill and hang out. Like today, it's not fall, but it's fall like weather. And so yeah, Vinny's just chilling out here. But he started to wander off, so I put the shot collar on him so he wouldn't go too far. And Harley's inside in the cage or kennel. She doesn't like to be outside all the time because she's not used to it. She's used to being an inside outside dog. We're training her to be more of an outside dog. So when she's inside, she's in the kennel because that's how she grew up. The original owners pretty much had her in the kennel like most of the day, maybe 20 hours a day or maybe 18 hours a day. I don't know. Quite a while. My brother doesn't kennel her as much. He just kennels her at night. But she's so used to being in the kennel that when we do let her in, she goes straight to the kennel. So she's definitely programmed. But she wants to come in during the heat of the day, and I don't blame her. But we want her to be an outside dog. So uh, eventually, she'll be outside full time with Carl. um, Carl's pretty much outside 90% of the time, and but that's what he's for. He's an outside livestock guardian dog. Harley, not so much, but she's more of a guard dog. She's a Rottweiler, something else mix, and Carl is a Anatolian and Cane Corso mix. So he's half guard dog and half livestock guardian dog, which is actually probably the best blend of a breed. So we got him to guard the livestock that's not here yet because we're still working on getting this property in our name, and there's a lot of drama attached to it. The people we're buying this place from was buying it from George and Valerie, or George, after Valerie passed away. George is the one that I bought Keplinger from. Well, then George passed away, and then George's kids took over the estate, but then they weren't managing the estate. So now the state is managing the estate. And the people that we're owner financing from have been committing fraud, not paying the bills that we pay them to pay. We bought that mule, that Kawasaki mule from them. Got a bill of sale. We're still waiting for the title. We bought it from them last year, and they still haven't paid it off and still haven't gotten us the title. And they said they would, and they never did. They haven't been making payments on the mobile home like they said they would, and the mobile home went into default. But because we wanted to take over payments and we wanted them to sign paperwork to allow us to take over payments, they hurried up and made a payment to the mobile home company to get it out of default. But they're probably going to default on it anyways. So we're just waiting for them to screw up, and then we can basically buy this out of foreclosure from the mobile home company. I mean, they still owe 30 grand on this mobile home. We could get a bigger, better one for 30 grand, or even have the Amish build us something better for 30 grand. But nonetheless, and they haven't been making the land payments, and we're not 100% sure, but we think they've been forging the previous owner's son who inherited the property, who basically is now supposed to be owner financing it to them, but wasn't managing the estate. Now the state's managing the estate. Anyways, It's very complicated. Apparently, maybe it appears to be that they were forging his signature on some documents. So that's, you know, a felony. And they haven't been making the payments on the land, even though we've been making the payments to them. Oh, also, there's a shed down halfway down the hill that the power box is in, the main power box, and they weren't making payments on it either. And people came out to try to repo that. People came out to try to repo the mobile home, and people came out to try to repo something else that they own, that they have at, I guess, their Nevada property. But now it appears that maybe the place that they were buying from someone in Nevada, owner finance. Now maybe they're owner financing it to someone else and probably not paying those bills either. So we're going to get a lawyer and we're going to go after them because we're sick and tired of this crap. But we got all our ducks in a row. We got all our documents. The state that's managing the estate is on our side. You know, we also have a realtor who also has an attorney that's working for us. And now we're about to go lawyer up ourselves. And we have a lawyer that we've been consulting, but we're now actually going to take it to the next level because we're really tired of these people and their criminal activities. And so we're at a point now we're not really sure what we need to do. And that's why we need to lawyer up because the state, the lady who runs the estate, who works for the state, even though she has a lawyer, she can't necessarily give us legal advice. And the realtor has been giving us some legal advice because she's been consulting her lawyer. And then, of course, her husband works as a detective for Cedar County. So they do have, and she also, the realtor used to work for Cedar County as a victim's advocate. So we have that going for us, but we really just need a lawyer to represent us who has our back. So now we're gonna go lawyer up, and then there's another lawyer involved that's actually representing the bank that the land um, is going through, and they were trying to foreclose on the land, and that's why the state got involved. And the state was like, "Wait a minute, you know, we got people living there that's making payments, but you're not getting the payments, so da 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 da." So that's when the state stepped in, and that's where we believe the forgeries came in because what we believe happened was the son that took over the estate after George died was supposed to be receiving the money from the people that were owner financing it from his father. They were supposed to pay him, and then he was supposed to pay the bank. But what I think was going on, because he didn't know whether or not the bank was getting the money. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. How do you not know whether or not the bank's getting the money? So what I gather is they were supposed to be direct depositing the money into the account for him, but they weren't. And then they were forging his signature saying that they paid him when they didn't pay him. They were supposed to be paying the bank, but they didn't pay the bank either. They were pocketing the money. That's my theory. I got a copy of all of the documents, and the signature looks different. Starting around February of last year, 2024. So we're going to look into that. We're not 100% sure, but that's our suspicion. So we're going to look into that. We're going to have professionals look into that. And I'm also going to have George's son look into that to make sure that that was actually his signature or not. But it looks like a forgery to me, looks like a forgery to Laura. And so we're going to bring it to light. And if they were forging his signature on documents, then that's a felony right there. But anyways, and it's fraud, criminal fraud or civil fraud, um, taking the money from us to pay the bills and then never paying the bills. And I guess the difference between civil fraud and criminal fraud is intent. So if they took the money with the intent to fraud us, then that would be criminal fraud. If they didn't do it with intent, then it would be civil fraud. Either way, it's fraud. So we're going to go after them for fraud, um, and for the title for the UTV. And we also just need a lawyer to make sure we CYOA, cover our butts. So, but other than that, drama, it's nice here. We like the neighbor. The neighbor loves us. He likes us 10 times, maybe 100 times better than he liked them. They were moochers. They basically used and manipulated him. Uh, he uh, he does like small engine repair on the side. He did work for them, and they turned around and sold the stuff without giving him any compensation. They basically ripped him off. They used his equipment, tore it up, didn't repair it.
David is over here talking to himself.
Yeah.
Actually, he's talking to me.
But he loves us. Uh, he's like, I hope you guys get this property because I don't want anybody else to be my neighbor.
Oh, you're talking about Jeff.
Yeah. And we like him too. He's pretty cool. So.
Are you talking about not getting the property?
I was just talking about the property in general. I was going to do a story.
We should wait. I want to wait.
No, I know.
I want to wait and get permission.
I was gonna do a story when it first started. I did a video, but I never posted it. But yeah, once this is all said and done, we're gonna.
Well, once I get permission.
Once it's all said and done, we get permission. We're gonna take names. What's the phrase?
We're gonna fuck some shit up.
There you go.
I don't know what the phrase is, but
shit's going down. So
I just have a lot of respect for some people that are involved, and especially when it comes to legal stuff, you just have to be careful. You never know.
Oh yeah.
I'm not so much concerned about the bad guys. I'm concerned about the good guys.
Oh yeah. So we'll make sure we got our ducks in a row. But yeah, it's like the campground owner at Kaplinger who tried to screw me over. It's like I
See, we didn't have anyone else involved in that. There's so many people involved in this situation.
Right.
I just don't want to,
Well, we're not going to
That's how I want to talk to an attorney.
jeopardize anybody's careers who's helping us.
One of the reasons why I want to talk to an attorney.
So, but anyways,
Vinny is an attorney.
Yeah. Basically, well, until we have to take this to court, we got to be careful what we say. But after court is and after everything's settled, all the dust is cleared.
Or after we even if we talk to an attorney and he says you can post this, this, and this, I'm posting it.
Right. What I'm trying to say is after it's all said and done, we can do and say just about anything we want as long as we're not saying anything that's fraudulent. As long as it's factual and we got proof, or evidence to back it up, then we're covered. Because I had a truck driver company guy that I actually created a website against, and he wanted to actually create a website against another company, and he consulted his lawyer about what to do. And the lawyer basically told me, because I was going to be his IT guy, his lawyer basically gave me all the information I needed in order to basically make a website about somebody without getting sued. So I know what to do.
Yeah, but yeah, totally, I get that. But my more concern is it's still kind of a pending situation.
Well,
And it's a
yeah.
pending case. You need to be careful about what you talk about.
Exactly. That's why I'm not naming any names or anything like that.
Some people know. The people that need to know, know.
People who need to know,
People need to know, know.
no, no.
No, no. I have been guarded about who I've told.
Oh, yeah.
There are some people that have no bearing on.
I haven't put anything on
There's
Facebook
some
at
people
all.
I've told that had no bearing on the situation and won't ever say, like Misty.
Right.
She lives 4 hours away. She don't even know the players.
Oh, yeah. I don't say anything on Facebook. And the only place this will go is YouTube. And I only have like a few followers.
And I know, I've said things to people that have given me advice.
Right.
When a certain name came up and I recognized that name and I knew the person that had mentioned that name, I went to that person and said, "Hey, you've talked about this person before. What can
Oh,
you tell
yeah.
me?"
Exactly. We're well connected with this situation. We have a lot of resources, and like I said, once we get a lawyer, I mean, it's gonna cost us like some extra money, but it's probably gonna save our butts in the long run. So yeah, we didn't realize. We thought these guys were cool. These people were cool, but it turns out they're crooked. So it's time to lawyer up, and that's what you got to do. Make sure you paper trail, document everything, because the criminals like to avoid the paper trail, and so you have to make sure you get on the paper trail and stay on the paper trail as much as possible. Anyways, once this fire dies down, we're gonna go to the other property and take care of the sheep, pigs, guineas, chickens, and goats. Once we get this property in our name, then we'll start moving those animals over here. Pretty much all the animals except for the goats. We'll start with the fowl and pigs, and then eventually the sheep. Probably not the goats. I'll probably just keep the goats on the 15 acres. If I bring the goats over here, it'll be overflow. But I can have 50 to 100 goats on the other property, no problem. So it's going to be a while before I reach saturation, because basically all I'm doing over there is I'm just going to raise enough goats, meat. I'm going to keep enough goats or male goats, wethers, for meat for us, friends, and family. And then all the rest are going to go to the sale barn. And I'm just going to sell them. And I'm going to just, right now, I'm only going to keep about 25 females while the sheep are over there. And I'll keep about 25 female sheep. And then once I get the sheep moved over here, then I'll probably up that number to 50 goats over there. And I don't know about the sheep. Because the sheep, I don't know. They don't really protect themselves like the goats do. And I don't know. They're just not as smart. They're more work. So I might not have as many sheep, just enough to basically eat. Probably just keep enough sheep to produce food. And that's about it. Sally might be having babies soon. And again, we might only let her get pregnant enough to produce food, and that's it. But we don't really eat pork that much. So we don't really need to.
Basically, my plan is look at that pregnant piggy.
Pregnant piggy.
plan with her is, like, Kimmy wants pigs.
Right.
So, you know, my plan is if I have requests for people wanting pigs, then I'll breed her.
Right.
But and then whatever I don't sell,
We
or
can butcher or take to the market. Take to the sale barn.
right.
Because like I said, I really
But-
don't eat
but I mean,
pork.
but
She might eat some pork, but not really a lot
I don't
either.
really eat that much pork. The only thing I really eat that's pork is
Pepperoni.
no, I don't like pork.
She likes sausage. I like pepperoni.
Well, it was crazy because we got that pepperoni.
Oh yeah, he's at the border.
You think it's gonna shock him?
No, it won't shock him until he gets over here.
He hears it. He wonders what it is.
It's shocking, but it's not up against his neck. No, it's vibrating. Come here, Vinny.
You're gonna make Vinny get shocked?
Yeah, come here, Vinny. Let's get shocked.
Terrible.
Come here, Vinny.
We're talking about Vinny here.
Come here. I can hear it.
Hey, babe.
It's not shocking him. He's probably not far enough away.
I think he has to go over it. I think he's at it right now. But let's not let him go over it because unless you want to go tramping through the woods and try to chase him.
No, I'm already starting to get eat up. I'm scratching.
Let's put him inside.
Come on, Vinny. Come on.
We have to start heading cap on her.
I've been scratching whatever's.
No!
Vinny, come on. I've been scratching whatever's been biting me, and now I'm bleeding.
I thought I saw blood on your hand.
Yeah.
Come on, dummy.
So anyways, that's the Collins update. We got 30 acres here.
I love this place. I hate the situation.
Yeah, we love the place, hate the situation. So this is a long 10, and then over there is a long 20.
I thought this was 20 and that was 10.
20 and 10.
You're right. You're right.
I'm always right. No, I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong.
Shut up. Did you show all the wood that we gave our neighbor? We love our neighbor. He's the best neighbor ever.
He's pretty awesome. Yeah, this is the second or third stack of wood we've given him. So he loves us too. He's like, you're the best neighbors ever. Yeah, basically we don't really need it. So we've been and there's another stack over there we gave him, and he's already split. Yeah, he's got a wood burning stove. He's already split a bunch of the wood we gave him. That being said, he's using our wood splitter, but he put almost $100 into repairing our wood splitter for trade. He basically did the work, and he put in like $100 or so of money into the wood splitter for trade for using it. So we're like, hey, cool. We don't really need it, to be honest. I bought that wood splitter because David Ray wanted to cut and split wood and make some money for the land for the DD&D project that we had. And so I went out and bought the wood splitter, and he never used it. In fact, I used it more over here on this property with George, for George, than David Ray used it. It's crazy. This is way back when George was still alive and George still had this property. And then, he's right there. And then, after George was owner financing this property to those other people, George made a deal with the other people because they were trying to clear out trees because they were wanting to raise cattle. George made a deal with them to basically cut up and split the wood and sell the wood that they were basically wanting to get rid of on the property. And George made a deal with David Ray and myself to basically use my equipment, David Ray's labor, and George, and of course I helped too, but I was on the road driving a truck most of the time. He's right there. Anyways, but David came over, cut up a little bit of wood, maybe 2 trailer loads, and then quit. And I think maybe he split some of it, and nothing ever came of it. Basically, the whole thing was a wash. So, and then last year, I think it was, or year before, last year, we cut and split a bunch of wood to sell at Kaplinger for campfire wood. But we really didn't sell a whole lot. So, I really don't have much use for it anymore, except for maybe, some personal cooking wood and whatnot. That's it. Vinny, come on, let's go. So that's the story about the wood splitter. Come on, Vinny. Come on. Come on, dum dum. Come on. Carl.
Carl, come on.
Come on. Vinny, come on.
Carl needs to go in the yard. I'm just going to leave Harley in the kennel.
Vinny's collar is buzzing.
I wonder why. Weird.
Maybe the battery's getting low.
No, I just checked it.
Okay, come on, Vinny. Come on. Go inside. Go inside. Go. Go, go, go. All right. So anyways, yeah, that's the Colin story. Sorta, in a nutshell. We got a lot of drama going on. It's been a nightmare, but pretty much everyone is on our side, sorta. We've been we've been the ones on the up and up. We've been paying monthly, paying on time. We've been the ones honoring the agreement. They've been the ones committing fraud and doing all kinds of crazy crap. Threatening and harassing us. And it's like treating us like criminals when we're the ones who are not doing the criminal activity. We're the ones actually paying on time. So, but you know what they say, like projection. If somebody is accusing you of something you're not doing, chances are they're doing it. So, boom, there you go. So yeah, they've basically been committing fraud. We caught them. And now we just got to prove it with the court system. We were trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, trying to give them opportunity to cease and desist, clean up their act. But, leopards don't change their spots. And, yeah, so we're basically forced to take it to the next level now. So here we are, taking it to the next level. But we're 99% sure that we're going to get this place. It's just, it's going to cost us a little bit more headache, time, and money. But in the end, I think it's going to be worth it. We got a halfway decent deal on the property, and because of their fraudulent activities, we might get an even better deal on the property. Don't know. But we're going to basically spend all that money that we saved fixing all the problems that the property has. So, long term, we're probably not really going to save any money, but the money we're saving is going to help us fix things up that needs to be fixed up. So, either way, I think, I'm pretty sure we're going to come out on top. But, anyways, that's if the justice system is actually just. But like I said, I'm pretty sure we got this in the back pocket. So we just got to see it through. And at this point, we just got to lawyer up because we've been fighting, we've been doing it on our own for the most part uh, without a lawyer. I mean, we have been seeking legal advice, but we haven't officially lawyered up. But I think we're at the point where it's time to lawyer up and stop playing defense and start playing offense. So that's where we are. No more defense. Now we're going on the offense. All right, party on.